guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I am Sass and I do all things budgeting. You will usually find cash stuffing and saving challenges on my channel. But today I'm starting my how-to chapters. So if anyone is thinking of starting their cash journey and not sure where to begin, then please stick around because I'll be doing a few episodes of how-to kind of support you on your journey. So I want to go from my experience. I want to be able to give you the kind of steps on how I overcome some of my first obstacles that I found really hard from changing from tapping my card all the time to having cash with me. One of my main obstacles and hurdles I found was getting petrol. So here in the UK we've got a lot of pay at pumps and pay at pump only you have to do by your card. And you don't always know which pump is pay at pump and which ones aren't. So I used to be like, get to the pump and then like pay on card. I'm like, oh, so then I was trying to find another pump, which just stressed me out. So that's kind of an example of what I had, and I didn't want it to be something that I didn't share and that you felt this, you had the same type of obstacles and it made you feel like you didn't want to try cash stuffing, because it is a journey and the beginning can seem a little bit alien because it's something new. So I just want to help out where I can. So I'm going to quickly go through some really quick tips and kind of steps you can try before moving fully over to cash. It's a kind of test run if cash stuffing is for you or if there are elements that you prefer to stay as card payments. So step one is picking a category to try for a month. So I tried something I knew I always overspent on, which was groceries. And I went through my previous month's bank statement. So I'm going to show you a little bit of an example. So I've taken out, I've taken out any of my details that would kind of explain who I am or any personal stuff. And what I would do is I'd go through it and then I'd have highlighted where I have gone shopping in the for groceries. This is 3 weeks on this bank statement, but just to kind of give you an idea of what I did. Obviously you don't have to print it out. If you've just got it on your screen, you just scroll through, find where you've done your shopping and then make a note of it. So this is what I done. I made a note of all of the groceries that I had for that period, tallied them up to figure out how much I've spent. I then looked at my budget and gone, right, it's £127. This was from years ago when I had a really low budget. So, you know, £127 for me and my daughter was enough. But obviously, with the cost of living crisis, they're nowhere near going to afford anybody nowadays. But you can have a look at your budget and go, right, can I afford that amount that I have spent over the 3 weeks? If not, so say I want a budget of £90. I'm going to try and see if I can afford that. So, you know, that's £37 less than what I had previously, but we'll give it a go. So this is what you do. You're looking at what you spent, you're looking at what's realistic and having a try for a month. You can then split that £90 into weeks if you like, but I personally do it for the month. I take it all with me, and then if I have to, I'll make sacrifices at the end of the month if it's kind of getting low. But really, I don't usually get that issue because I like to buy things in bulk when there's offers and stuff on, and then I plan at the beginning of the month a month's worth of type of meals. So then I've got everything I need and then try and just do some top-up shops. But that's my way. Everyone is different. If you wanted to split into weeks, you can do that. So that is how I work out how to do my first category when changing over to cash. Step two. So step two is when you do finally go shopping, you have to try and do all you can to keep your receipts. So I struggle now to remember to ask for receipts. In supermarkets and things, it's fine, but just going to the corner shop or something like that, you could end up forgetting. So make sure you try to remember to ask for receipts. It's so important because you can't quickly go and have a look on your bank statement and see what you've spent. And this way it keeps you on track. So get your receipts, keep them safe, keep them all together for the month so you can look back on them. So step three is giving yourself plenty of time. I used to be rushing all the time, which meant I would get frustrated and not be able to keep myself to the budget, always end up spending rather more or putting something on my card when I've got cash, and then it would make me not want to do this cash journey. So like I said earlier, like the things with petrol, I get to pay at pump, and then there'll be rush hour and there'll be people all around me, and then I'll start to feel the pressure and I just need petrol. And then I'd end up just suckering it, put it in my bank. Then I have to now go to the bank, put money in, and it becomes this cycle that makes you go, I'm just going to stick to card. So if you give yourself plenty of time and you get used to a routine of having cash, you will find the pressure does come off and it keeps you on track to having cash. And especially with groceries, I always found that avoiding a Saturday morning if possible, because it would just be absolutely heaving. You're in long queues. It used to always make me want to go to the scan and shop. So step 3, giving yourself plenty of time. Step 4 is dedicated space. So as you might see, all of the amazing other budgeters in the budgeting community have binders and purses and beautiful envelopes for their categories. And this is key to support you to stay on track, but it isn't key to make sure you have anything like that. You just need a dedicated space. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just something simple. For example, a simple white envelope. So this has just come from a really old pack of like 100 envelopes I had from years ago. I just wrote groceries on the front. You can stick your money on there. You can write a list down the side every time you go shopping, how much you spent, then you can tally it up. You can have week 1, week 2, week 3. Once you've used a week and you've got change and you're like, I don't need to use that for next week, you can always sellotape it up at the end of the month, open them out, give yourself a treat. Anything like that. So it doesn't have to be fancy. You can even get creative, use old magazines, old pieces of paper, stick them together, make a simple envelope. As long as there is a space that is dedicated for the category you are planning to have as cash, that is all that matters. So that is step 4. Step 5 is check-in. So like we did at the beginning, but we've gone from the previous month, we're checking how much we have spent. This is now checking in every single time you spend, checking in on your receipts. Like I said, put them down on here, go back to your notepad if you like, and then write them underneath. Just making sure that you have got your list of what you're spending to be able to keep on top of it as well. Not when you're looking at this, you think, oh, actually, I gave myself £90. That was nowhere near realistic. I need to give myself more. Then you take a little extra cash out and adjust all the way you go to make sure that your budget actually realistic for your lifestyle. That is all of my little tips and my little 5 steps for those who want to try cash without the overwhelming pressure of everything going to cash. I know some people prefer to just go feet first, just do it all, but if you're anything like me, I need small little bite-sized steps to really embed a new habit. Otherwise I can get really overwhelmed and feel really stressed. So I just wanted to share this, and I hope this helps you give it a go if you're thinking about doing cash stuffing and you just literally don't know where to start. This is a really nice, simple way to begin with one category. So just to summarize, you've got step 1, pick a category for you to try for the month. 2, remembering to keep all your receipts. Step 3, giving yourself plenty of time. Step 4, finding yourself some dedicated space, if it's an envelope or a purse or anything that is specially for that category. Step 5, remembering to check in, if that is every week, every 2 weeks, if you just want to check in at the end of the month, if you think that you've got the budget in hand, whatever you need. So that is everything. Thank you all for watching to the end, and I hope this helps you if you're thinking of trying the cash envelope system. The next episode will be up really soon, unless this is later on when you're watching this, and I'm sure it's already up ready for you to watch. And I really appreciate everybody who goes to my channel. So if this is something that you like, then please give it a thumbs up. Have a lovely week, and I'll speak to you soon. See you later.